The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whether you're new to sales or a lifetime veteran, the Blackbelt Sales Podcast will sharpen your sword and guide you to master the art of sales. And now, here's your host, the ninja himself, Gene Slade.
What's up, my ninjas? Good to see you today. I am here in Atlanta, just on a layover, getting ready to head out to New Jersey. I am headed to an event called Change the Channel, and I have got my man Don Johnson in the room. Say what's up, Don.
Hey guys, good to see y'all. Good to see you.
Is that an 86-inch TV behind you?
84, but okay, we'll go with that.
You went a little small, Don. You're short by about 2 inches. Awesome.
What's crazy is this TV, I know you said that, is on a mantle over 6 feet high, over 7 feet high in the room. Quite cool. Your living room's so big that you got to get it way up because your couch is like 30 feet away. Yeah, it's a nice problem to have.
Amen. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to unpack a couple things that we went over in our Wednesday Profit Coach Mastermind. And we're going to unpack one success story that you do not want to miss from the most recent Blackbelt sales training event at the mansion in Pigeon Forge. But I'm going to hand it over to Don, and Don's going to kind of unpack what we went through on Wednesday with our new participants. And by the way, if you're an owner of an HVAC, plumbing, or electrical company, and you are not in the Profit Coach Mastermind, you are literally missing out on some significantly valuable free content for 30 days. So if you don't know what the Profit Coach Mastermind is, please just put in the comments, I don't know, right? And by the way, I take full responsibility for you not knowing. It's 100% my fault, and we'll rectify that situation by the end of whenever we respond to the comments. So, Don, please take it away. What did we cover? I know it was charts of accounts. We covered some P&Ls, and what else?
Yeah, there was a lot of discussions on the chart of accounts, right? What's the difference between Service Titan, Fusion, or whoever you're using, and QuickBooks? How to understand, one calls it a business unit, the next calls it a class, and we call it departments. So clearing all that up, understanding gross margin, gross markup, gross margin, or some of those conversations that get intertwined. What's going on with those? So we had those discussions that were incredible.
Yeah, how do I arrive at the gross margin, right? Like, how do I even arrive at it? I've got my top line revenue, but what is it that I have to take off of that before I get below the line, which is our gross profit margin line, right?
Yeah, and we even covered what does the line mean, right? We say it so many times, we above the line, below the line. Gross margin, gross profit margin, above the line, below the line, all of those refer to really the same area in your P&L, and you got to build your chart of accounts together.
I'm hearing a lot of echoing. I don't think you got enough furniture in that big ass house.
Okay.
We need to get some deadening material in there. So, Hey, listen, guys, if you're watching this live, would you please just type in the comments live for me? And if you're watching it on a replay, all my thanks, please, pretty please, with sugar on top and a cherry, please just type in replay for me if you're watching it on a replay, okay? What else, Don?
Well, again, a lot of great conversations about setting up that P&L, about getting through it. Previous week, we had great conversations about 5-star reviews and getting the schedule filled, and just a lot of great things. And this next week, once we have our P&L organized and what's above the line, what's below the line, right? Now we can get conversations about KPIs, key performance indicators. What should that number be? That was asked 2 or 3 times for participants is, okay, I see that number, but is that a good number or a bad number?
Right.
Okay, first, I got to get you to get your financials to be comparable, to be that number. And then we can say, okay, here's your range. This is where you want to start. This is where you want to be optimal. So we worked on that. Cost of labor in the field, cost of labor.
Yeah, what does KPI stand for? Put it down in the comments, y'all. We're not going to tell you what does KPI stand for. And then well, I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm just going to let you go. Keep going.
Well, we're just here to give a recap. The sample profit and loss statement, the sample chart of accounts from my company are in the Profit Coach Mastermind's Facebook group. So request to be a member. Once you're a member, you have access. You can download that file. You can see and have some financials you can compare to. So that's one reason.
If you're not a member of the Profit Coach Mastermind, please put in the comments PCM. Okay, PCM. That's if you want us to send you an invite over there. Listen, it's $1,250 a month to be in the group, but your first 30 days are free. No strings attached, okay? No contracts, no none of that. No BS. All you got to do is just put PCM in the comments, and we will shoot you an invitation over to the group, and you can join us for the next 4 weeks inside of that mastermind.
Yeah.
And like Don was saying, we were going over financials, but look, one of the things that we didn't say, Don, was that we're looking at financials and we're trying to get them structured so that they are actually meaningful, right? So listen, just looking at a P&L, how many of you guys looked at a P&L before and you're like, I feel like I'm reading ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, right?
Well, the only thing we can read is the top and the bottom. If you're not reading everything in between, you're missing out on management. So profit and loss statements, get them every month. Yes, you can do them every week if you really want to be a superstar, but once a month is the minimum you should be getting your profit and loss statements and managing off of it. Doing comparisons to yourself a year ago, a month ago. You've got a lot of great things that you can make management decisions. But the first step, you do all your work in chart of accounts. Chart's just QuickBooks word for list of accounts. It's in the accounts, each line item. Okay.
Give me like 3 examples of what would be in the charts or be considered to be a line item in the charts of accounts.
Yeah, your top 3 are cost of goods material, cost of goods equipment, and really labor in the field, cost of good labor, service techs in the field. Now, we typically departmentalize them. So first step is just getting the charts. And then the second step is putting them across into different departments. So it's a wonderful setup. It's really good. It shows the sample shows us, we're working on, again, those key performance indicators to have those in the group this week. So you'll be able to download those. Next week after the class, after we teach with it, there should be some indicators to download. So there's a lot of great things that's available inside that group. We're excited about it.
So let me just unpack key performance indicators for some people that don't know what I didn't know before I knew what a key performance indicator was, right? So for instance, our rent is going to be a percentage of our gross revenue, right? That's in all cases. Am I right or am I right? Okay.
That's right.
Now you want to know what percentage of your gross revenue should your rent be? You want to know what percentage of commission should I be paying as a percentage of gross revenue? What should my labor be? What should my marketing be? That's actually a conversation that yesterday kind of the whole program kind of tried to shift towards marketing. And so we're going to be going over that probably not next Wednesday, but we'll probably start to dive into marketing the Wednesday after that. So you've got time right now to actually get in on the mastermind at zero charge, okay? And Don and I are going to run it for you. We're going to give you 4 weeks of awesome tips and advice that you can use to grow your business, scale your business, get more profitable. But it's going to take you doing something, right? We can't do the work for you. We'll consult with you and show you what to do. So if you want to take advantage of that or need to, I know there's a lot of you out there that you're really feeling like, I've never had accurate financials. I don't even know what accurate financials would look like. I don't have a mentor that's in the business that can say, hey, here's what a $7 million company looks like. Here's what a $3 million company looks like. Here's what a $1.5 million company should look like. And we're going to give you all of those examples along with what you should be paying for all of those different categories as a general rule. And when you know that information, guys, you can start to go to work on each little tiny area of your business. And Don always talks about how you're not going to get 5 or 10% worth of net increase like all in one place. You're going to have to look at different areas of your business. You'll get a half a point here, a point there, point and a half here, but you're not going to get it if you don't know where to look, right? We ask for help, not because we're weak, but because we want to remain strong. So guys, ask for help and don't stop until you get it. I don't know how long we will allow people to join for the first 30 days for free. So please jump in, type PCM below, Profit Coach Mastermind, and we'll shoot you out an invite. Hell, we'll set aside 30 to 60 minutes of our time just to meet with you outside of the group to see if there's something that we can do for you for free. It's not all about money, okay? It's about making an impact on our communities. Don?
Yeah, we've been having those one-on-ones pretty much all week. Several of them. Another one today. Really great time, and it goes wherever the business owner really feels like this is what I need. But it's amazing how many people kind of panic when they look at their P&L. They're waiting on their accountant to give it to them, and they need to be providing really good financials to the accountant, and then just having him file the tax return. So. A lot of great stuff to learn. Again, I have 20 years experience. Maybe people have more than that, but 20 years as a company owner, doing my P&L. We could get our books closed within 7 business days for when I was early on. And then in the last 2.5 years, we had to close our books on the second business day. We could have them done on the second business day because of the accounting world that we were in with the new company
that's called organization, y'all. Nobody gets their books closed by the second or third day of the month. So look, if you want to have accurate financials, if you want to be able to know exactly where you're at and not wait 30 or 60 or 90 days to figure out where you've been, how can you steer a ship if you don't know where you're at? Like if we were on a boat right now and we had to go off of last week's coordinates to determine where we were going to go, how fast do you think we'd get there? Or would we ever get there? Or would we just have a whole long life worth of tragedy and missed turns? Do you want to keep making the wrong turn? If you don't, look, you've got a guy next to me right over here. You got a guy who just exited a $12 million HVAC company for a massive, massive number. All right. Learn from some of the best at no charge to you. And look, at the end of 30 days, we are going to come to you and we're going to have a conversation. We're going to say, do you want to stay in the group? And at that time, you'll have an opportunity to stay in month by month, or you'll have an opportunity to get a little bit of a discount and stay with us for a year and really make an impact on your business. Now, I don't have a whole lot more time to go. I got to jump on a plane right now and head out to New Jersey. But guys, I love you. I fully endorse the man that is to your right, my left, right? And I'll be semi-unavailable for the next 2 days. I'm going out to hang out with Mike Agugliero. Most people call him Aguilero, right? Kevin Harrington and some other people at an event called Change the Channel. Guys, I'm continuing to do the same stuff that I preach to you, right? I wouldn't ask you to do something that I'm not doing. I'm continually investing in myself as you guys want to. So I'm going to set the example. I'm going to get on a plane here real quick. Don, what do you want to say to wrap it up?
Well, we wanted to do that success story that was massive. There's actually 2. If you see that other one, an $18,000 list today.
I didn't see it.
After a $28,000 list yesterday.
Was that the same company?
Yes. I didn't get this if it's the same person, but it's, we're talking about smiling from ear to ear. with two sales on 28 and
So
18,000.
for those of you that did not make the Pigeon Forge Mansion event, I'm sorry for you, because the sales that are blowing up out of it are absolutely fantastic. We just had a guy who's just out of Atlanta. He's been a client of mine for several years, but he brought 10 people to the mansion, and they basically took over the bunkhouse, right? And two of the guys went out yesterday, and thank you for that, PCM. Put PCM if you want information on the Profit Coach Mastermind. But he two of his guys went out to a maintenance call on a 5-system house, and they created a list that by my standards for 5 systems would be a little bit on the small side. And they admitted that they left a bunch of stuff off the list. Well, the list was $29,000 in size with stuff that needed to be done. Aero seal, there were some parts on each of the systems. One of the systems needed to be replaced. Bottom line is a call that would have been probably $100, $200 call before turned into $29,000 in maintenance. Okay.
It was incredible.
Now, look, it's not because of me. All right. All I did was share some information with these gentlemen. And what they did was they went out and used it. Okay. Now, one of the two guys that was on the call, literally before they walked in, said, "We are going to get kicked out of this house. We should not go in there and present a $29,000 list." The conversation this morning, 24 hours later, was a little bit different. They were actually saying, there were some things that we didn't put on that list, some opportunities we didn't give that client that we should have given them. Right? Talk about a mindset shift, right? One guy saying, "We're going to get kicked out of the house." The other guy goes, "No, everybody trusts me. Everybody buys from me. Everybody trusts me. Everybody buys from me. We're going to go in here. We're going to have success." And boom, they bought the whole list. It's called a backfire in our world, right? So that's phenomenal. I didn't hear about the $18,000 sale from the same company. I can't wait to hear about that. But bottom line is, guys, if you're not training your people, you're training your people. You know what I mean? Like, really, at the end of the day, people say, "What if I invest in my people and they leave?" What if you don't and they stay, y'all?
Yeah.
So, look, I love you guys. I want to continue this, but I got to get off this phone, or I'm gonna miss a plane, and I'm not gonna get jacked up for the next couple of days. So I've got energy to come back and feed you and you and you.
Great. Thanks for your time, Gene. We be safe in your travels.
Guys, go on to Facebook, look for Profit Coach Mastermind, or just comment below, "I'm in," and my team will reach out to you. They'll get your cell, they'll get your email, so that we can send you reminders and stuff and let you know when the meetings are, and then we'll invite you to the mastermind. Please don't sit on this. Don't be one of the people that doesn't actually get to take advantage of this opportunity. We love you. We want you to succeed. Come on, my ninjas. Let's do it. I love you guys. I'm out of here.